Ryan's back with our forecast. Big shift, Ryan. It is warmer than what we're used to.
By a long shot, Amanda. Yeah, it feels really nice out there, and the sunshine definitely helping with that too. It's one thing if you hit 40 with clouds, but even though the sun isn't this strong this time of the year, at this time of the day, it feels pretty nice. This is Topsom right now, 41 degrees there. In Bangor, a little cloud cover, especially to the north and east, but still 35 with some partial sunshine. You can see that here in the visible satellite. Little cloud cover around Bangor and Waterville, certainly into the mountains and up north. We do have some cloudiness, but south of the mountains, we're mostly sunny through most of central and southern Maine. It's 41 from Waterville to Fryeburg. Wiscasset's it's 41, some mid-40s down toward the seacoast. The rest of the state now in the 30s. High pressure is in place. That's what's bringing us some mild weather. There is a storm system through the middle of the country, and even though there's a lot of moisture with it, what we get from this will just be a few showers tomorrow afternoon and evening. So enjoy the sunshine out there this afternoon. If you have any cleanup you need to do, any ice you've got to get rid of, it's a good day to do that. Maybe even clean up some of the holiday decorations that might still be out there. Tonight we will be cold. Temperatures fall well below freezing, and the gray you see here will be a lot of low cloud cover, and trapped underneath some of those clouds there might be a little moisture. Could be in the form of some fog or some drizzle and mist, and when you have temperatures that are this cold, below freezing, that can create a little black ice in spots tomorrow morning. I don't think it's widespread, but it wouldn't shock me if in a few places the roads have to be treated tomorrow morning just to account for a little black ice. Then the temperatures come up through the day tomorrow, will rise into the 30s with a line of showers coming in from the west during the afternoon. I think most of these are going to be in the form of rain. Could be a brief mix in the mountains and up north, but the high temperature for the day probably isn't until very late in the day toward evening. That's when we get to about 40 degrees. So the mild air comes in, that's with a warm front, and then a cold front passes through on the backside of that Friday night. We briefly turn drier on Saturday, but the next system comes in Saturday night into Sunday. This does not look to have a ton of moisture with it, but again, it's going to bring us snow and a wintry mix. So 6 o'clock Saturday evening, you get your day in dry, but overnight we have light snow and a light mix that advances in from the south. By midnight Saturday night, we have light snow in a lot of central and southern Maine, probably more of a mix closer to the coast. I think for Sunday morning it'll be slippery in spots, but this doesn't look to be heavy precipitation or anything like that. So I do think the roads will have to be treated and plowed for many of us. We'll have a specific snow map for you later this afternoon, but my suspicion is it's something like 1 to 3 inches in this pink zone and maybe 3, 4, or 5 across the far north where it stays mainly snow, and closer to the coast probably the least, like we saw out of that last system. So enjoy the sunshine that's out there today. Temperatures for many of us hit the low 40s. Watch out tomorrow morning, and certainly check in on the morning report with Todd. There could be a few slick spots if there is some patchy drizzle or a few areas of fog first thing in the morning, and then a wintry mix Saturday night into Sunday morning, Amanda. Not a big storm, but enough that it might be a little slick Sunday morning.
Okay, definitely something to keep an eye on. Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.